He's on mute.
बंटी आप अनम्यूट करके बात कीजिए. Okay. Vivek, we met most enthusiastic and youngest senior member of a master franchise group.
Oh, lovely.
This is Devdutt ji. He is from Raipur. We met at Kolkata. Unfortunately, we lost him to COVID. And Bunty is his brother. And he has been involved with this business, supporting his brother from beginning. That way, kind of from a business side, it's a transition. But it is a loss to the whole group and I-30.
कैसे हैं आप? How are you?
Fine, sir. आप कैसे हैं, sir?
And I last remember for that meeting is Devdutt ji was so happy meeting you and he's taken the autograph and all, and felt very nice about it, and he was the one who used to motivate the whole group, both motivate as well as entertain. Though his age was little senior to others, but he was most active.
That's lovely.
And I'm very confident Bunty ji is very hardworking, and he'll be able to take his brother's vision forward.
Namaskar, Bunty ji. How are you?
नमस्ते सर. फाइन सर. आप कैसे हैं?
Sorry, आप लोग को डिस्टर्ब हो रहा होगा, पीछे अनाउंसमेंट चल रही है प्लेन में. मैं 1 घंटे भर में लैंड करके आप लोगों सबसे रूबरू होगा वापस. As soon as I land in Goa airport, I will connect with all of you again.
Should be on our way. The short 45 minutes on a condition.
Yeah, next person I want to introduce, I think he just joined Gaurish. You know Shreyas better. Gaurish
Right.
brother, and
Yeah, of
he's
course,
been
of course.
working very hard in promoting the business in Maharashtra. Gaurish, you can say hello.
Hi Vivek.
How are you, Gaurish?
I'm well. How are you doing?
How's
I don't know
Shezu?
whether you remember. He's well, yeah.
You look the same, Gaurish. Your face hasn't changed at all, man. Huh?
I hope, yeah.
I'm seeing
How are
you
you
after
doing?
20-25 years, man. College days ke baad.
Last time, yes. The last time I saw you was when you had come to my house at Oberoi Park.
Correct.
When he was unwell. All of you had come
I've come to
together.
see him. Yeah.
All okay?
All
Good to
good,
see
all
you.
good, Gaurish. So glad that you're part of the family and looking forward to working with you closely soon, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
On
much.
the business side, I find Gaurish ji quite old school. He's like someone who you give 4 hours to chop a tree. I mean, environmentalists don't complain. This is just example. He would spend 3 hours sharpening the axe and then complete the task in 1 hour. So I'm hoping that kind of results from him. Not hoping, expecting.
That's nice.
Thanks a lot. You're on your way to some place, I guess.
Yeah. I'm landing in Goa in about 45 minutes to an hour. I'll join you guys back again in an hour.
All right.
Then we have Rajesh Kishan. He's a newly joined partner for Himachal Pradesh.
Oh, lovely. कैसे हैं आप, राजेश जी? You're on mute. I can't hear your voice.
Yeah, no,
That's much
I'm
better.
good. I'm good. Thank you.
Which part of Himachal are you in?
Basically in Kasoli,
Oh, lovely.
but presently staying in Panchkula.
Nice. That's always so beautiful here.
Yeah, yes.
I'm going to reach out to you to help me pick up some land there.
Sure.
No, thank you so much for being a part of this incredible vision of Colonel Saab's. And I'm really looking forward to working with each one of you on a more, personal and focused basis to really grow this. I really believe in this idea. I think it can change the lives of hundreds and hundreds of thousands of talented students. This is the true bridge. ये एक सेतु है between India and Bharat, right? Between where the technology and the intelligence is, where the teaching capabilities are, and where it is needed most. वो एक बहुत सुंदर सेतु है ये, and I think it's a perfect blend between online and offline, which we normally don't have. I'm sorry, this must be disturbing you. The announcements over me. I don't know if I'm being clear, but I truly am excited about this and believe in this a lot, and I'm really happy that so many of you are part of this. So I look forward to working with you closer in the future, Rajesh.
Yes, Pakka.
I find one problem with Rajesh is मैं उनको बोल रहा हूँ हिमाचल में बिजनेस बढ़ाओ, वो गुलमर्ग चले जाता है स्कीइंग के लिए. So I'm
Nice.
trying to motivate him that way. There are slopes in Switzerland and many other parts of the world. Either thoda paise banao, then we can go there.
फॉल्स के आदत इतनी जल्दी जाती नहीं है सर.
Okay. Yeah, then we have Prasanna. He is a master franchise for Uttar Pradesh. Before he joined, we were getting, without any master franchise, almost 50% of our admissions from Uttar Pradesh. He
Right.
did his magic and numbers have come down. I don't know what is he doing. You can say hello to him.
Good morning.
Yes,
Good morning,
Prasanna
Mr.
ji, how are
Vivek.
you? That's not the most
Thank you
this is
so
not the
much. We are
nicest
doing
introduction,
fine.
Colonel Saab. That's no, but
Yes,
you know, Uttar
yes.
Pradesh is a very, very
So
important territory for us.
UP has had some, yeah.
So
UP
I'm
has
happy
had
to
some
work with
challenges
you and
because of
build
the
it.
severe, yeah.
नहीं वो तो सब जगह हुआ है,
Nice
but
talking to you.
UP is a
Nice.
great potential, Prasanna ji, and let's look at how we can you know, create a better impact and you know, reach out to a larger student base there for sure. And
Sure, we'll
I
do
think
that.
penetration in terms of classrooms is also very important there. So
Yes.
you know, we will definitely have a strategy session also on region by region. So maybe I'm looking forward to working with all of you and really figuring out how to expand the footprint, and within the footprint to optimize each classroom also.
Sure,
We
we'll do
want
that.
every single franchisee, master franchisee, everybody in the entire system. We want that everybody is profitable within you know, months, and don't have to wait for a year. We want the profitability to be in months. ये होगा तो I think then there will be a tremendous growth, and the business is already growing very well. The kind of interest getting organizations who are very keen on, you know, something like what is creating for impact story. So some very big announcements should come by the end of this year. We're working on it diligently.
That's wonderful.
Okay, and Prasanna is a very methodical entrepreneurial person. Is putting in a lot of hard work into that, and I am expecting a dramatic result, great news from UP. I'm quite confident of that.
We'll soon succeed. Yeah.
Is Vikram joined us? Okay. We have one of the learning center partners, Rahil from Himmatnagar.
अरे राहुल जी कैसे हैं आप? बहुत दिनों बाद.
सर हाँ जी, गुड मॉर्निंग सर. आई एम फाइन सर.
सब ठीक चल रहा है आपके?
बिल्कुल से मेरा अच्छा चल रहा है. आप कैसे हो सर?
बस मुझे मोहतरमा कह रही हैं कि अब ये डिस्कनेक्ट करना पड़ेगा फोन, सो आई अपोलोजाइज, आई हैव टू लीव. तो ये रक्षा जैकेट वगैरह की सारी अनाउंसमेंट चल रही है, सो आई हैव टू स्विच इट ऑफ नाउ.
बिल्कुल से. और कैसे हो सर?
रियाज जी को भी मेरा नमस्कार कहना, and we'll connect again soon.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Take care, guys. Jai Hind. Jai Hind.
We'll wait for you to join towards the end of the meeting. Thank you very much.
Jai Hind.
Okay, gentlemen, that was Vivek Anand Oberoi joining us. Unfortunately, his flight was delayed. Otherwise, by this time, he would have landed in the destination and joined the meeting and without any time constraint. But as you could see, he was already seated in the flight, and because of delay, it's taking off now. But he will be landing within 45 minutes. And then after landing from the airport, he will join the call again. So meanwhile, we can, idea is run through the business plan and to understand that and do our internal question and answer. And then towards the end again, we'll welcome Vivek Oberoi back into the meeting, and then we'll have opportunity for some more interaction and question answer kind of thing. Okay, I'll share my screen now and run that as a presentation. Are we live on YouTube? Yeah, okay, yes. I'll conduct this presentation in two different parts. First one is for the franchisee partners, potential franchisees, or those who are looking to take up franchise of I-30 in one of the area. Post that, then after that, I'll have a separate presentation for school partners. So there are a number of people representing different schools who joined the meeting, and I would share what are the benefits for the schools and explain the model, how it works, and I-30 success partner, what we call. Yeah, you can see the screen presentation. Yes. Okay. Our learning centers, what we call I-30 Learning Center, in a market generally what are called coaching centers. Why we have put this little change in name away from an industry general thing is, people think that we take student and coach them, and that is what will lead to results. Whereas we believe that students have the ability to learn, and that is what we should be nurturing, and it will lead to greater results if students learn how to learn, and then we give them all the tools that we can to enable them to learn better, learn faster, learn more intelligent. I-30 Learning Center is a program of iScholar Knowledge Services. We are a company based out of Bangalore, but with a presence across the country. As we are talking, we have 90 plus centers in, for now, we are concentrating on the North Indian states. And so across the state, we have a structure of where we have master franchisees for a state, and then we have learning centers under them in the state. So the initial focus is on a student who are in K-12. Within that, we are focusing on grade 8 to 12. And 11th, 12th student, they would have a choice to, based on their career choice, they want to go to engineering, medicine, or chartered accountancy. We have a test preparation programs for that. For those in grade 8, 9, 10, we have program what we call foundation course. In that, besides working on maths and science, which are a core for whatever stream a child takes, they need to be very good in that at that stage. We also adding a lot of value added programs like Vedic maths, or things like life skills and spoken English programs, so that a student develops as a individual and learn skills which will help them whatever they do in their life. How does the I-30 Learning Center work is, we are, I mean, I can take pride in, saying that we have pioneered this blended learning model. When you say blended learning model, it has three elements. One is the classroom teaching, as the students are used to. They could be sitting in a classroom. But one difference here compared to other coaching centers is, if you go to a regular coaching center, whoever is the faculty available there, or whoever is hired by that center, they teach. So even if you go to a most reputed brand in the country and enroll for a coaching there, what may happen is that because it is being run by a local center, and whoever is available there nearest to the center, they are hired by that center. So the quality varies vastly from one center to other. It is not uniform across the country. So you may have a very reputed national brand, you enroll the child there, but it doesn't guarantee you the quality that you expect from that particular brand. So you end up hearing that if you're in a city, something that in such say particular branch, you have a good maths teacher, but there is no chemistry teacher, or somewhere else physics teacher is fantastic, but maths teacher is weak. And the center owners also can't do much about it because they can't produce teachers. They have to hire who is available. So you have the disappointment and the word of mouth. That is also the reason all these national brands don't go beyond big cities. At best, they may go to very large towns, one or two in a state. Rest of the places they avoid, not because there are no students or those who need that help, but because you don't get the teachers there. And if you just get any teacher to give a coaching for a JEE or NEET, that will not measure up to the requirement, and then the brand also gets a bad name. So in our model, when we say classroom teaching, we have a local facilitator. We are expecting the learning center to be a facilitator which will help manage the environment and also handhold, counsel, and motivate the student. But the actual teaching responsibility is with the company. We will deliver those classes using virtual live classroom technology. So a teacher of mine from Bangalore or Mumbai or Delhi or Patna, the selected teachers and trained by the company, they would be teaching student wherever your learning center is. It may be in Ladakh or Andaman. You can be assured that I-30 is delivering the teaching, and your students will get only the best quality. That's one. Then we also understand that live teaching can happen for only limited time in a day. Especially the student would be going to schools and all. So what happens is they're in classroom till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then only a couple of hours or so you can have live classes. So rest of the time, how do you support the student? Because why is that required? A serious student who is preparing for JEE or NEET may study for 10, 12 hours or more in a day. And they have different reading habits. Some of them may sit till midnight and study, and somebody may wake up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock and study. At that time, generally, there is no, except books, they don't have any tools that they come up. So we provide an app which is accessible to the student 24/7. So how that help? What do we have in that app? In that app, what we have is that the whole syllabus that is, say for JEE, for example, you take 500 hours plus of teaching. The detailed syllabus of grade 11th and 12th of maths, physics, chemistry is already teaching videos or in short clips, 15, 20-minute kind of thing. They are recorded already, and they are also laid out in a proper fashion. It says grade 11, grade 12. Within that, each chapter is listed. Within a chapter, concepts are listed, and each concept would have 1 or 2 videos. So it is easily breakdown. The student can access that any number of times. But that is a pre-recorded content of a very high quality, all done by IITians or at least NITian with a good teaching experience and a reputation in the market. In addition to that, they also have assessments at chapter level, unlimited. We have a very large, well-curated question bank from which technology pulls out a question paper whenever you opt to take a test. You can take it at a chapter level to see whether you understood the chapter or not. And this is available 24/7. And you can also take it again. So for example, in this chapter, I take a test. I don't score to my satisfaction. That what that tells me is that probably I didn't understand it as well as I thought. I need to do some more. So I can go back to the videos, go through that. Even soft copy study material is there in the app itself. Can read through that to understand, and then can take the test again, same day or after 1 week or after 1 month. Or I've satisfied, but before my school exams or board exams or finally JEE exams, I want to just test myself again. So those they can take at their own pace. This is not for assessing them. It is for helping them assess themselves and to take corrective action where required. In addition to that, we also have a structured test series, all part of the same program available within the app. So you would have weekly tests, we have monthly tests, and we have a national level test. In that, you also get a practice, and our tests are very much in a UI, that is user interface, very much like the final exams that is conducted as per JEE and NEET. So that helps them prepare, and when they a lot of time they are entering a pen and paper exam model in the coaching centers, and in the final exam nowadays, for example, JEE is conducted compulsorily online. So when they open that, they may find it little disorienting, and they may lose little valuable time or make silly mistakes because of mode of exam, not because of subject knowledge. I mean, and 1 mark is what can be the difference between getting into IIT and not being able to get there. So we have made sure that our app comes with the test preparation, which is in sync with the say the exam that is going to be conducted officially by the department. And we keep tweaking it and modifying it based on any changes that CBSE or the exam National Testing Authority does. Every year we review that. Similarly, if there is any change in the syllabus, we change those videos and make the modification. Then we also have, we give them a set of books because sometimes they may not have access to online, or also not have a facility, or you can't read for very long online, so you want to read on the books. We give them our own set of books, which every student will get. A mix of all this, we think, is a great combination, and at least has all the ingredients that are required to help a student crack these exams. As long as, of course, you can't guarantee everyone will succeed, because it will also depend on their aptitude, and more than that, on their how much hard work and the dedication they put into this exam. But if they are putting their share of hard work and the dedication to this, they have the tools given by I-30 to help them crack that exam. They will not be at a disadvantage that they couldn't go to Kota or to Delhi or to Bangalore. They can stay in their own village or town and access this program and crack that and achieve success. That is the whole purpose of this model. And from a business perspective, whenever somebody wants to run a coaching center or tuition center, whatever you call that, then what happens is that it is easy to get the physical infrastructure. It's the real estate. Rooms are available, classrooms are available. But the real challenge comes in that you don't get the teachers. And then teachers also, if you go for the actually best quality, they come at a very high cost. That is the reason when you have a coaching center, if something is really good, there you have fees running 3 to 4 lakh rupees a year kind of thing, which most of our population can't afford. So what we try to achieve through this model is that quality be assured, because without quality, there's no point in doing that in whichever location you are in. To deliver that quality at a price point that is affordable by most. It can't be free, but it is at a, I mean, we try to keep it at as low as we can say rightly deliver without compromising on the quality. And I'm very happy to know that we have been able to do that, and students and parents who have taken our programs are appreciating. So you as a entrepreneur want to look at opportunities or options to start a business, our model becomes great, because the real pain point of starting a coaching business is high cost of teachers, or say quality. I mean, the moment you enroll even 5 students, each parent will demand the quality, which rightly they are entitled to do that in the coaching that we provide. And with that kind of numbers, we can't get to say break even point. Whereas in our model, the biggest cost, which is the teaching, is borne by the company. And all that we expect from you is two things. One, you provide the physical infrastructure that is comfortable for students to come there and learn. Two, you are the one who expect you to do the local marketing and enrollment of students. The sales job is yours. So we'll support you as a brand and as a company in terms of providing the marketing collaterals and say points and soft copies of brochures, everything else. But the responsibility to be able to say spread it in the market and get the right number of enrollments will be on you. So, which any case you need to do that even if you are running any other brand also. Just in this case, your real responsibility will stop there, and then you can count on me to deliver the teaching part, managing the technology, continuous support, test series, preparation, and any academic related queries, complaints, even conducting parent teacher meeting. They may be sitting in your classroom, but we conduct that because teachers are with us. So all this kind of thing makes it a very smooth process for you. So this becomes a great option for you. I would say, provided one thing, if you are capable of actually selling. That is to say, if you can take this brand, explain the benefits, communicate in your local market, and can get enrollments, we take care of delivery. That's where it is. So in this, we just mentioned what are the main elements of this. I mean, these are the steps we expect you to take to become a successful partner with us. You need to have a proper plan what you want to do and how you want to go about it. Then before signing up, we want you to experience the product yourself. We are happy to give you an app, and also you can visit website and check it out, and you join some demo classes, because tomorrow you will be answerable to the student. So first you yourself be confident that yeah, this is good and I like it. If you don't say like the product, then you can't be selling that very well. That conviction will be lacking. But we are confident that you will like it. That is the reason we are saying you experience it. Then once you are satisfied with that, we get into that business relationship. In this time when there is a corona and lockdown, our partners, a lot of them could not or even did not have to even set up a physical infrastructure. The whole model remained the same. We stuck to the same revenue share that was promised, but we understand that it is not their action if government has not permitted opening up of coaching centers. So we said, doesn't matter. From home you work, and or you work like an office, and you market the product, enroll student. A student can attend the classes from home. So it is additional cost to the company, because instead of delivering to one classroom, we are delivering to 30 students. But we took that and made sure that students don't have any disruption in their learning even for one day, even when there was a unscheduled and say without prior knowledge announcement by Prime Minister of a very strict lockdown from same evening or next day morning. We didn't have to, I mean, our student didn't lose even 1 hour of classes in that. We were able to smoothly transition from delivering from our office and studios to delivering from our own setup. But for the student, we enabled them to log into the same live classes also, whatever devices they have. We didn't force them to buy a particular kind of device, which is a added cost. They could use a Android phone if they had, if they can use a laptop or a PC or even a tab, whatever they have, the device, we enabled those devices to receive our content, also access our app, and continue learning. So you trust on us to deliver, and we were looking for partners who can actually build this business. When I say build, provide two simple things I'm asking of you. Give a comfortable learning environment to the student. Number two, sell it. That is, do a local marketing and propagate it, reach out to as many schools, reach out to the data, use the digital marketing, and get enrollment. The more you get, it's good for both of us. You get revenue from that, and we also kept in a model where there is no conflict of interest situation between partners. It is not. It will. There is no circumstance wherein I gain and you lose. If you doing well, you get more revenue. I also get some more revenue. On the other hand, if you are not doing well, even I am losing, because the potential from that place is not realized, and what revenue is possible, that goes down. However, I'm still continuing to deliver to lower number of students. For example, if you're expected to have 100 students in your learning center, it would cost me X. You end up enrolling only 30 students instead of 100. My cost will still be X. But we are taking that risk, but we encourage you to, if you, because in your case the revenue for you and the profitability will go from 30 to 100 when you do 100 students. So we are clearly investing in your growth, and then we hope that eventually our growth will come from growth of all our partners. This is something which we don't even need to talk about. Education is a massive industry and growing, because a common man in India believes that the child's future is dependent on they getting a good education, which will lead to good opportunities, jobs, and other things, and that is how their life will be better than their own. For that, I mean, percentage of say family income that is invested into education in India is more than most countries, including developed countries. So the market is very much there. It is up to about whether you and me can access that, or we let somebody else do that. And it is such a large ocean that it's not that only one or two players are going to have the market. I mean, just for example, a lot of you who have joined this meeting first time or been invited by our partners, be it a learning center or master franchisees, it is quite possible that you didn't even learn or hear about the brand I-30 before you saw an ad or contacted by master franchise. But on the other hand, what you may not know is that you nation's biggest coaching brands, which you know about. I mean, we don't need to take the names, you know them. They have like a 250, 300, 150 branches, but they were built over almost 25, 30 years of time. What has I-30 done? In last 18 months, we have 90 plus centers. And I'm confident, and most of you will be there in the meeting when we have it next year around this time. We'll be probably at 250 by end of 2022. We taken it as a mission, and I'm more than 100% confident of achieving that. We will have the largest network of learning centers in this country, more than any other brand that you've seen and aware of, and who have grown over 25, 30 years. How has this happened? And we haven't sponsored any cricket team. We don't sponsor signages in a cricket stadium, as a lot of other brands may be doing. You're hardly hearing about it. Then how is it growing? It is because of the fantastic business model we've created, wherein we are placing premium on trusting our partners and helping them succeed, which will lead to our success. I mean, if there is X amount of money, I can use it for sponsoring a cricket team, or I can use it for placing a full page advertisement on newspaper, or doing on a TV. Or the other hand, I use it for improving the content and sharing it with the partners. It is the last model which we have chosen, and I think it is working for. And we have a number of existing partners. We'll have them interact with Vivek Oberoi towards the end of the meeting again, who are going on to start a second or third center within 1 year of their joining. And a lot of our centers are also coming through word of mouth referrals. That is, the partners who joined with us, satisfied with it, and they're referring their friends or family members to take it up in different parts of the country where we don't have existing learning center. That gives me great satisfaction, not just that our business is growing, but we are creating a network of entrepreneurs who are putting the best effort and achieving success in this. And this, I would also say, last 12 to 15 months have been very difficult. You are all aware of that. We had COVID and we had large restrictions, and last thing to be allowed to open is the coaching center. In spite of that, because of the flexibility built into our model, we didn't need to have that as an excuse for not being able to do. If you had taken a franchise of any leading brand also, what would have happened is, as you couldn't open the center, nothing would have moved forward. Your money would have been locked, and then you are hoping it opens, and then eventually that things will be what they used to be before. Usually, when a major disruption happens, be assured that it's never back to what it used to be. Some things will be back, but everything would be, people will be looking at it from a different prism, and it will also have new opportunity. One big takeaway in this lockdown is that we as a company have from the beginning believed that technology is the way to take quality education to the masses. So now in the last 1 year, because they have no option, a lot of brands and companies have started going online. But our company DNA is being built on giving online education. So there we have a strength. So how has this impacted our businesses? Previously, say if 80% of my effort would go to convincing people that no, people can learn online, it can be good enough. We don't doesn't need to be necessarily that it is a physical one-to-one interaction. There would still be skepticism. Now I think more or less you don't need to convince anybody that online classes can work. That is a given. So it is just about is it us or some other competition XYZ that they choose. People have taken this. Just like I will take example of buying tickets of a bus or a train or a flight. Previously, all of us were used to buying it, going to the railway station in time, and standing in a long queue and hoping we get the ticket. Any one person who has ever purchased a train ticket online would, I'm sure, never goes back to that queue again. The same happened with certain purchases. We all love to go to a store and buy, but some products have moved online completely. You hardly see bookshops now because, at least if you're talking of a dress or clothes or some items where you want to touch and feel and try before buying, I think like a book, there is nothing that you need to do say offline in a store that you can't do online. What do you do in a store? You browse through the pages, read some paragraph, look at that, see the price, see the offer, and then buy that. So that you can do it from comfort of home. So almost 95% of book sales have gone offline. That's not going to change or go back. The same way, I think online education adoption has changed big time. It is also quite similar to digital payments. The moment when a prime minister announced that old bank notes are off and then new money, it took time to come. What has that led to? It's Paytm. The whole country started Paytm. So that is a transformation. It wasn't meant as a event for a particular business or for a company, but circumstances change the usage pattern of users. That is what has happened to online learning with COVID. So I think it is a great opportunity for us. So if you are dynamic enough, if you can go to market and sell a product, we deliver a fantastic product, and we take a lot of pride and care in what we deliver. And there would be shortcomings a lot of times and a lot in lot many ways. But with every feedback, we learn from that and keep bridging those gaps and improving that. So that is a fantastic opportunity for a partnership. If you can do what I am asking of you, you can get few things. One is you can make big money in this. You can do your own mathematics. How much does a coaching cost? And whoever has invited you to this meeting can share those workings with you. And then if you get those students, there will be healthy margin because the biggest cost element, that is the teaching, is being taken care by me. And the second thing, there may be many ways to make money. This is not the only way where money can be made. For example, if one has a say liquor outlet, probably you can make more money there. But this also gives you prestige and the social respect. So as the brand grows, people will know that this is the gentleman who runs I-30 Learning Center in your town. So why is that important? Because through your center, you would have some student who the town will know that have gone to IITs or gone to medical colleges and have achieved success. Parents respect that and they look forward to their children enrolling with you. And if it is a small town, they will look it up that you are the person, lady or gentleman who took the initiative and brought this opportunity to their say town and to their homes. So you need to, I want you to look at it that and give a due importance to that part, because for us that is very valuable, how we are able to serve the society and make a difference. Interactive classroom we mentioned. What we understand is that one of the, when you say online education, a lot of which you see in the market is you create an app and with you sell that. So student goes online or a parent checks it out, pays, and they get access to the course, and then it is on. We have felt, and we have, after a lot of market study, what we realized is that different people have different learning abilities. So because of that, what happens is, even if the world's best teacher is teaching, you may understand and I may not understand everything. I need to ask doubts. So I end up, if there is a facility for me to ask doubts and get them clarified, I make progress in the class. If that doesn't happen, then probably I'll get left behind, and after a few classes, I may lose interest and even drop out. Understanding that what we have created is our live classes, they are not one-way streaming. It is not that our teacher is teaching and you can just watch them on screen. Students talk to the teacher. They raise their hand and ask doubts even during the class, and teachers explain that. That is pretty much like a physical live classroom. We, I mean, we understand that is a very important facet and making sure that is being taken care. Two, there may be doubts when you are not in the classroom. So this is a feature which you don't get even in a live classroom or a regular coaching center. Why that is? Like a teacher is teaching now, after during session you get some doubt, but you go home and start revising or studying it, then you get more doubt. What happens? In our model in app, we created a forum called Ask an Expert. So that's the interactive forum. 24/7 student can post their doubts, any number, without any restriction, without any limitation. They post that, and our academic team answers to that. And then we also have a peer learning from friends, because a lot of other students who are preparing for JEE or on this platform, or a student preparing for NEET on there, so all are attending same classes, have access to the same app, so they can post the doubts, they can see the answers. So in a way, even though physically you're never meeting, you would we've seen that students connect with each other very well. They form friendships and they work together and they achieve success together. Then another advantage is, even if you have best of intentions in your town, if you don't have IITians, or because if it is a small town and IITians want to be in a big city where they have bigger opportunities, you can't get that kind of teacher. So we as a company can hire the teachers where they are available, train them, put them in our system, and make them available to you to teach. So this way, and similarly, the content side, be it a little animation or any other way, new technologies to be integrated, we can do that as a central resource, which would be easier rather than say, assume that 90 centers were doing their own thing. It is not difficult for you to understand that it would have 90 different standards. Whereas we can take pride in that each of a student enrolling in each of our 90 plus learning centers getting the exact same support and the content and the quality. When you say among top brands, it is not because we advertise maximum or wherever you you see our brand. That is, you need to pay for that. We don't believe in that. What we are doing is, we are among the top brand because we are the fastest growing. We are growing faster than anybody else in the market. Nobody in last 18 months, I believe, has hardly opened any new centers. Whereas we started from zero and reached 90 plus in this 18-month period, which every education brand is finding it a challenge. And the uh, initial partners who joined us, even those who joined during the lockdown and built their business during lockdown, have been able to achieve success. I won't say everybody is able to do that. A lot of them are still in the learning process, but there is a proven success model where whichever location you are in a remotest area in Chhattisgarh, or in a national capital Delhi, or a small town Himmatnagar in Gujarat, you can achieve success using the same road. And in the end, success of any business is dependent on how customers feel about it. So we've been able to achieve success for a student. We have student right in the second year where who are already in IITs and NITs. We would have had a large more of such number in, but unfortunately this year exams itself have not been held. You are aware that JEE exam hasn't happened, NEET hasn't happened. As and when it happens, we are sure there will be a lot more say success stories which we'll be able to share with you, and you will be able to share with the target market. There is a very limited investment into, and obviously there is an investment because you can't start a business without investment. We kept it limited and as low as possible so that your break even and turnaround becomes easy. At the same time, we want to see serious commitment from your end before naming you as a partner for a particular region, because in the end, two things are at stake for me. One is that brand's reputation. That is, if you open somewhere and you don't succeed, it is a negative for my brand. People won't talk about you by name. They'll say that I-30 Learning Center opened here, it didn't work. That is very bad for me. Two, there is an opportunity cost. For example, from a say a place, say Ahmedabad, if the opportunity is to generate a 1 crore revenue, if the partner is not able to do a right way and gets only 20 lakh revenue, then that is a, though it's not a direct loss from my bank account, it is a opportunity cost for me. So for if you're my franchisee for 3 years, if you're performing at a rate of 20%, so I'm losing 80% opportunity from there by having the right partner. So with these two at stake, we want to make sure that you are the right partner for that and you are committed to make the investment that is required. Investment as in, say, money that is required, investment as in time that is required, investment as in effort that is required. Without that, you will not achieve success, and it will not help us in any way if you are not succeeding. This is what we require from a franchise. You need something like around 1500 square feet of space. In terms of classrooms, we expect you to have at least 4 classrooms so that you can have parallelly JEE and NEET 2 batches, that is 11th one, 12th one running. And the same classroom can be used for foundation course for 8, 9, 10 in a different time slot. Somebody please mute. Your private conversation is being telecast to the country. Yeah, thank you. Then we expect these classrooms to have basic smart, it's not a costly thing. We need you to have a say 55-inch large screen television so all can see, or it can be a projector. And then you need a webcam so that my teacher can see your students, and you need a cordless mic through which your student can ask doubts to my teacher, and then teacher can answer that. In addition to that, if the classroom size is large, you need speakers so all can hear that. It's pretty much simple. Nowadays, it's available in almost every school, and it won't cost much to set it up. But we insist that these are essential, and we will not accept any compromise on this, because in the end, it's going to compromise what the student gets, which is not in your interest or my interest. And then other basics things that you see in a coaching center will be required here, like a reception center, somebody manning that reception, a secure environment, and then say hygiene things like a washrooms for boys and girls, this kind of thing. We don't need something extra, or we don't insist that you need to have a 5-star AC kind of environment. Of course, yeah, if it is a area with a very hot climate, you want the student to be comfortable during the class, you can take that call. But for us, mandatory is comfortable and safe environment for student to learn. And then, of course, your main job would be to be able to market and sell. So these are the contact details if you want to reach out to head office, and mail ID is there, and phone number. But the suggested way I would recommend to you is that some of the master franchise or one of our partners might have invited you to this meeting. You get in touch with them, and they would be the best people to support you. They can handhold you, talk to you a number of times, and whatever your requirement, they can answer that. Now I would, okay, I'll just pause here, and can we take some questions if they come on the either YouTube chat or other channel? Okay, those who are watching it on YouTube, I'll request that any queries that you have, please feel free to put it in the chat. My team is reviewing it, and we'll take those questions up, either to me or even to Vivek Oberoi, because he was there in the, those of you who joined late, we had Vivek Oberoi joining the meeting dot at 11 o'clock, and he spent 15 minutes chatting with different stakeholders, and then he was already in a flight. Then the flight was taking off. He'll be landing, and towards the end of the meeting, he'll rejoin as soon as he lands. So at that time, we also have some very important announcements to make, which would be, new to the even partners, because we want it to be a positive surprise to everyone. And we'll do that once Vivek Oberoi is back in the meeting. Meanwhile, please share in the chat box whatever questions that you have. And Richard, I would request you to keep compiling from Chirag or somebody from the YouTube chat room and pass it on so that we can take up those questions which any participant want to ask. Now I'll just share screen and talk about school partnerships. Uh, you can see the screen, right? Yeah, okay, thank you. Here again, why we're calling it a business opportunity with iScholar is that uh, even for a school, we see that they can be our business partners, but in a different way. Schools have their requirement. For any business, basically, what is a business? There is a need that is identified, and then there is a solution to that. If we are able to find a solution to that need, we have a business in hand. If we do it well, then we have a booming business. So, what is the need here? Uh, when we talk of learning centers, the need was that the say national brands or big coaching centers were only available in some big cities or in places like Kota. Students in other towns and all didn't have an opportunity to, or they need to relocate and go there. And two, where it is actually really good coaching center, fees was so high that most people can't afford. So through our model, we found a solution to that. That's what we discussed over last a few minutes. In the school, then what is the thing? Schools have invested a lot of money in building school infrastructure, and they also have set of students. A lot of schools go through two challenges. One is that even the schools which are highly respected and valued, students study with them till grade 10. And in number of schools, I won't say every school. Then for 11th and 12th, they go to some other school. Why do they do that? Because they believe that in this school where they are studying, which is giving them a great education till grade 10, don't have enough facilities or abilities to prepare them for a engineering or a medical entrance exam. Like they don't have the JEE level. So they go to schools where they believe there is a coaching facility within the school or facilitated by the school. That's one. Imagine that is a huge loss of business revenue and opportunity and also reputation. When students leave you, when number of schools I come across where they have 100, 200 students in grade 10, but in 11th they have only 20 students or 30 students. When that is happening, besides loss of revenue for you, it is also loss of reputation that is not stated. Why they are leaving and going? Because they don't believe that you are good enough to be continue where they can continue with in 11th, 12th. Why they are there till 10th? Yeah, maybe because the school is nearby and very young children, people don't want to send too far, or you have a school bus. This kind of consideration come in at a younger stage. Please don't take it as a criticism of what you're doing. Everyone is doing things to the best of their ability. Naturally, school can't hire teachers or IITians as teachers who can teach for a JEE. Naturally, it doesn't make sense, and they won't work also there. So that is a different way it can be done. So that is the reason why you got the best teacher who can teach young children. You are fully committed. You made a fantastic infrastructure investment into that. You're taking care and doing your best. But post 10th, you're losing. And two, nowadays, even up to 10th also, increasingly in the market, you hear of foundation courses. Every major coaching brand is also now not taking admissions only in 11th. They started doing it from junior grades, 8th and all. I come from Andhra. Of course, in Andhra, coaching starts in from KG itself. You have a LKG and UKG IIT coaching. I mean, maybe a little exaggeration, but not too much. Now, even other places, the 8th, 9th, 10th foundation is becoming common. So there, what will happen is that unless you take a course correction, you may find that the number of students you are losing in grade 11 may start happening from grade 8 itself. Because when parents start believing that their child is not getting equal opportunity or the opportunity that they deserve because they're being in this school, you don't have that kind of facility, they may just move on and join some other school which is facilitating such things. And if that is the case, should you then hire IITians or a top NEET level faculty and try to do things on your own? It won't be commercially viable. because, and two, you may not get teachers to come and stay at that place and be with you on a longer term basis. So that is where we can look at it as a shared opportunity. You need to address the student's problem or a perceived problem. Similarly, you need to keep the student and parent motivated. Why don't you join hands with us? It is our core business. I mean, we don't build schools. We can't build a school as beautiful as you have done. We don't have people who can do day-to-day management of managing those students. We don't have that ability. But what we are good at is we can give a high quality, say, number of programs, including foundation. We can give a languages program. We can do a robotics program. We are very good at a JEE, NEET, or CA foundation kind of coaching. So you outsource that part to us, but to the market, it is your school which is presenting that. You say so and so school and partnering with I-30, bringing you these programs. The moment you do that, what I would expect you will gain from that is one, your admissions in grade 11th and 12th will go up dramatically from what they are. I mean, if you are already having. Two, if you don't have and looking to start that, so instead of just starting as another school offering grade 11th, 12th and struggling to get admissions, here you can get higher admissions and at a price that they're paying a higher fees to you because you are giving a high quality coaching preparation along with the school. Then another part of element of business here, what makes sense for a school. In the end, business is optimum utilization of your resources. If you spend few crores in building that school, that is lying vacant and not delivering you 1 rupee revenue after 2:30 or 3 o'clock when the school hours are over. So what do you need to provide this coaching that we give in the school itself? Exactly the same classroom, same building. So if, for example, till 3 o'clock your regular school runs, and then from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, we are running the foundation course, we are running JEE, NEET, CA foundation in the same classrooms. What is your additional cost in that? Maybe the office boy or attender, some facilitator may need to be present, and nothing beyond that. There may be a little more extra electricity bill cost, and nothing more than that. And you also have your own captive marketing cost also will be minimal. If you of course spend more on marketing, you can get more students. So what you're doing is that building which is lying vacant and not giving you any return on your investment after 3 p.m., you can make it work for you. And it will work for you doubly hard during summer holidays when you're getting again nothing from there. In summer holidays, we'll also have crash course for NEET, crash course for JEE, some program for CA, and various other things. So, which is otherwise from your say 10 crore or 5 crore or 50 crore investment, giving you zero return for 3 months in a year, now is giving a double the return that you otherwise get in a regular month. How does it sound? To me, it sounds like a business opportunity. I tend to keep talking and run ahead of the slides, so but it will all be relevant in the same sequence that we mentioned. This is what we are, and you have, if you have been through the presentation when we're presenting it for learning centers, you would have seen these things. We must be doing something right. That is how we have, without spending money onto mainstream media, we're getting the kind of partners we're meeting. For a JEE content preparation, Anand Kumarji was able to help us join hands with us and worked closely with our team to get that content ready, which is available on the app, which our students get to use. That is a fantastic aid to the students and all. It also is a confidence booster for you if you are looking at is this something you should be looking at? Then you have something like Vivek Oberoi, top celebrity. He's not here for a brand endorsement with us. He's not with us to say, hold this product. It's in this is fantastic, buy this. And then he's off, and by the time he needs to next location, he's forgotten about it. He's part of the company. He's the stakeholder of the company. He's part of the leadership team. He takes a weekly progress call with us, takes a suggestion, gives his suggestions. And as an entrepreneur, he's invested in many companies, but he invests significant amount of his time and effort into this because he believes that this can be very big and it can make a big impact. In fact, in the initial introductions, you would have heard his saying that I believe that this is something that can bridge India and Bharat. So this is what people are believing. We already, in our early part of journey, working with some government and delivering content to them. A lot of time working with government means you finding some contacts here, there, running around and trying to crack a deal. Whereas we had a, invite from one of the state governments to showcase or present how our product works. After seeing that, they liked it and they gave us the order on a pilot basis. And then over next 3 years, kept increasing the number of students every year, satisfied with the model and also how efficiently we are delivering it. So there is a lot happening, probably not uh, in your knowledge, but the more people are interacting, we you get to know about this. And I think we are still at the very say tip of the iceberg, very beginning of a journey. We're just at 90 centers. I'm talking end of next year, we would have more centers than any coaching center brand in this country. I'm not saying we may be or we hope to be. We will be, and that is again the beginning. Our plan is to be, going into thousands of. Why increasing the numbers is students at a grade 9th, 10th, 11th shouldn't have to travel out of their town to get access to a quality coaching. That's unfair. They should travel out of home to go to a great university. They may even go abroad or go to IIT or best medical college in the country. That is when they should be traveling, not to attend a coaching class. That is the problem and opportunity which we are addressing here. And we're looking for great partners. And schools, I think, can be fantastic partners in this journey because you have the our target customers in your location already enrolled with you. You are delivering great service, but there is certain service for which we are specialists in, and it would make sense for you to partner with us. We can work out a great, say, commercial understanding where your student may get these courses at a little discount to the market price, which is like a value add you're providing them, and then we can work out other dynamics in a direct discussion. And another thing on a quality side is even if your teachers are excellent or the best, but your teachers are available to your students from say 8 or 8:30 till 2:30, 3 p.m., whatever are the school timing. Beyond that, your students are not helping your student or cannot. They can't be expected to be available to them 24/7. Whereas when you partner with us, in addition to what your teachers teach, we give some live classes from our side, which is like a additional. And then the real killer is we also give them access to our app with all its features, 24/7 support. What that also means is that without you even saying so, you as a school are hand holding your students 24/7, 365 days. Lockdown or curfew or nothing, it doesn't matter. If it is if it is a normal time, student come and sit in your classroom and then they get the support. They also get the support when they are on school bus coming to the school or way back home. They get support when they are at home. They get support when they are studying at midnight or wake up at 4 o'clock to study. We are with them. When I say we, as far as the student and parent is concerned, you as a school. So this is a whole different way of what you can present to your stakeholders. That we as a school not just running a, CBSE or ICSE prescribed school hours that is there from 8:30 to 2:30, but we are with our student 24/7. So that service we as partners will deliver to your student, and that can enhance your reputation in the market. And we hope you see that value, and that is the reason we want you to look at partnering with. These are some of the programs that we, in the direct presentation, when you connect with our master franchisees or learning centers who have invited you or talked to you about this, they'll be more than happy to run presentations and demonstration on each of this program in greater detail. Now, for a common platform, I don't think it will be worthwhile to go into detail of each program and discuss its features and benefits. Now, coming to the current environment, like say COVID is there. There are three things that can happen if we even will ask. The COVID situation can get worse, it can remain as it is, or it may go away in a few months because of a vaccination or something else. Miraculously, it goes away. These are the only things that can happen. As a I-30 partner, be it a learning center or a school, our solution takes this away out of equation. That is, it doesn't matter at all. If, for example, COVID cases increase and then there is no question of opening school or a learning center, doesn't matter. Student can continue to attend classes, live classes, use the app, read books from home itself. Our support they get 24/7 any case. If it remains like this, where some opening sometime and closing sometime, whenever it is open, they can come to your classroom and sit there and learn. Or when it is not permitted and locked up, they can continue to attend. If this problem is gone completely and it is like an old time, you as a partner are providing them the environment and they're coming to your classroom, sitting there and learning, still delivery being done by ISL. So, and now it is COVID. A lot of time, a lot of places, there may be unrest or any curfew kind of situation. For example, in Assam, I've seen for many months there is a hesitation on various political or other social reasons, and then schools are the first one to suffer. They are not allowed to open, and they can't go to. Our parents don't want to risk sending children out. In all such cases, nothing. We just need to be told the previous night that tomorrow we are not able to open school. We said, no problem. Tomorrow your student can join from home. They will attend the live class also, pretty much like they're sitting in classroom. They use the app and do everything else. So this kind of flexibility, we give it as, as a given for you. It is in. We don't need to do anything separate. So you can take advantage and appreciate in the current circumstances advantage of having this kind of say flexibility. Meanwhile, can somebody check if Vivek Oberoi is landed and is connecting, or if he does join the meeting, please let me know. Another thing is, what is the advantages that you as a school are offering to your stakeholders, that is your students and parent, when you join hands with I-30? One is that right away you're giving them access to best-in-class faculty. This by no way, don't take it as any disrespectful. We're not saying your teachers are not good enough. They're fantastic. They're doing good job. That is why you got all those students who have enrolled with you. But that they're there for a purpose. They're supposed to teach the student as per ICSE syllabus or CBSE syllabus. They're not necessarily qualified or trained to prepare a student for a JEE exam or a NEET or help them clear a CA foundation. That is where our strength comes in. We do only that. I'm not hiring teachers who will teach a seventh grade or a sixth grade state board syllabus or something. And two is that your ability to hire will be dependent on who is available in that particular place. Whereas in my case, I can hire them from wherever they are in this model. And so what it would mean is that you can always be assured of best-in-class faculty teaching your student. Number two, safe environment. Why I'm saying that is, parents believe, and which is rightly so, that school is a safe environment. That is how they send their child day after day. So, but what happens after school hours? Students go back home, then they have to go to a tuition center or a coaching center. So that involves a travel from their home to that place, and then be in that environment. That tuition center or coaching center is not as vetted as like a school. So it may not be the safest environment. Whereas here, by having this tie-up and providing our programs in your location, making sure and assuring the parents that we are providing a safe environment, not just for covering school syllabus, but even for additional help that the student may require. And two, it saves time. We don't need to say travel again And a lot of time, if it is, especially if it is a girl child, parents are very reluctant to let the child travel alone to a coaching center and go. What that means is one of the parent is forced to travel to that center with them, then wait there for some time or come back and go again to pick them up, which is a cost and a effort that is avoidable in our model. Other thing is, even the most motivated student may miss a class. Somebody is not well on a particular day, or there is a very important close relative marriage where they're forced to attend. In such case, they miss the class. In a regular coaching or even a classroom, they miss that means they miss that. The best that they can get is they can contact their friends and borrow their notes and then try to understand from them. Whereas in our model, even live classes that are delivered, after a day, they're all edited and then hosted onto cloud. And so in the app, student will have access to them. So whatever classes they miss, they just need to find time and put in effort to go through that. So whatever the way the class happened, the teacher teaching, then any question answer asked, they'll be able to see in that and then gain from that. So it effectively makes sure that no student misses any part of learning just because they couldn't attend due to whatever the reason. This is not meant to encourage them to miss classes, but to ensure them against losing because they couldn't attend a class. This is again, I think, a fantastic feature and very well appreciated by the student. So these are the things which we expect you to gain from this partnership. Of course, I mean, there is a lot for us to gain. That is the reason why we are talking to you. When we started this initiative, the main dream was that when there is a big gap between an opportunity that a student in a large city or some specific areas, even like a quota, they get, and those students who are outside that, those who are in small towns, villages, they get. There is an opportunity gap there. And two, there is even affordability gap, which leads to opportunity gap. Even if somebody is in a city, there is a lot of coaching centers nearby, but I can't pay few lakh rupees fee, so my child can't avail that. So that our whole aim was to address that gap. So the more business we grow, it is actually the more service we are providing to the society. I look at it that, and that is what motivates me and keep working day after day in this line. And that is something which you will enjoy delivering when you see young children and parents from your community and in your township come to you, enroll, learn from there, achieve success in exam, gets jobs. I mean, of course, all this won't happen in, fast forward in few months' time. It takes years, but then this journey will is taking you there. In addition to that, giving you financial freedom, wherein you're giving you a good income as a owner of a business, as an entrepreneur. That is what is better. And the school partnership is important because schools are where students are. Every coaching center is getting a small part of uh, the students who are in schools. So if you are able to partner with more schools, we tend to reach out to more number of students, thereby help more, which is a realization of our dream, which we set out this journey with. So we are seriously interested in partnering with schools, understand your needs. We will do a high level of customization of schools based on their needs and any special requirements. And we try to accommodate that and then provide the best possible solution to school. In the end, schools have invested a lot of time, money, and efforts into building that school and the reputation where it stands now. I can understand they don't want to take any risk with that, and whatever they do, it should enhance that. We uh, do our very best and more to ensure that when you join hands with us, you feel that yeah, it is helping you, whatever you set out. So here again, there are contact details which you can reach out to for additional information. But my recommendation for you would be that your preferred channel should be to reach out to the people who invited you to this meeting. They are very much aware of all these factors, and they'll be uh, handhold you and help you with the process. There are some people who are in this meeting and some who left a message. We want to, there is one Shoaib sir from Gita Public School in Shivpuri. Welcome, sir, and thank you for joining this meeting. We'll also be joined by Vivek Oberoi again in a few minutes. Then we have Rajiv ji asking school के लिए हम क्या price offer कर सकते हैं? As I said, we need to understand various factors like the strength in your school and then for which programs and what all programs. So there, I would recommend you connect with your uh, learning partner there or reach out to by mail to us, and then we can discuss on a case-to-case basis. But our effort would be to offer best price for the students in a school and at the same time have a financial benefit for the school as a partner also. And if it is one of the partner, one of our learning center asking this, then you can connect with the master franchise or company and then get these details. One Mr. Jena Sadhana. I had a very interesting question. I-30. 30 means what? What does it stand for? I mean, it is a brand we have chosen. Initially, when we started this journey, we had as I mentioned, Anand Kumarji of Super 30 fame working with us in creating the JEE content. So motivated by that Super 30, we took that 30 from there. But in the current model, it no way implies that we are limited to 30 students or that. It is to say our way of paying tribute to Super 30, that through one concerted effort of a person and team, they are achieving phenomenal success year after year. And we are confident and hopeful that we are able to get similar kind of results for our students from whichever part of the country they are in. Any queries, please feel free to post them into the chat. Okay, I've given to understand that Vivek Oberoi has just landed and he'll just joining the meeting very shortly. Vikram, are you in the call? Vikram and Aarti Arora. Also, Mr. Rana Gupta. If you're there, just unmute and say yes, please, and so we can
Yes,
see
yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am with you.
you. You're Rana Gupta, right? Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Fine.
I'm hearing your
Yeah,
lecture.
stand by. Yeah, Vivek is just joined.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome back, Vivek ji.
Yes, namaskar. Just landed at the airport.
Fantastic. I think I use this
How are
time.
you?
I use this time to complete the boring part of the presentation. So now people can get to see you and hear you. I basically run them through the presentation on what is there in the learning center model
Give me 1
franchise.
second. I'm just on a Zoom call. Just give me 1 second. Yes. Just give me 1 second.
Yes.
Yes. Tell me.
Are you telling me you want to say you have your RT-PCR test?
I do have my
Okay,
RT-PCR
so you'll
test.
show them
I'll
later,
show it to
right?
them.
Okay,
I'll show it to them.
we'll be here with you until.
Thank you. So sweet of you. Thank you. Yeah.
All participant, you need to excuse that
Hanji.
Vivek ji has to be with mask on because he's in a public space in an airport.
Yeah.
But I think we can still see him and recognize him.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the first part of say interaction, we had interacted with Himmatnagar LC. I want you to now connect with what is his name? Sorry, Mr. Rana Gupta. He's our newest partner to join. He's for Lake Gardens. I presume it is in
Yes, sir.
Kolkata. Yeah.
Nice.
Rana ji,
Hi,
go ahead.
sir. Vivek ji. It is a
कैसे हैं
great.
आप? How are you? Rana ji,
Fine,
how's
sir.
it everything
Fine.
going?
Fine. How are you,
सब ठीक
sir?
चल रहा
How
है?
are you? Yes, sir. It is my privilege to connect with you, sir.
अरे, so
It's
kind of
really
you. So
great
kind of
for
you.
me. Okay. Thanks you, sir.
हम बहुत खुश हैं भाई कि आप जुड़े हैं हमारे साथ एंड ये एक अच्छा परिवार सा ही बन गया हमारा आई स्कॉलर का and I had said earlier also in the first part before taking off and I had said कि I truly believe that this company is going to grow leaps and bounds and जो इस वक्त जुड़ रहे हैं मुझे लग रहा है कि हम सब मिलकर एक बहुत बड़ी सक्सेस स्टोरी लिख रहे हैं.
Right, sir. Right.
And
ultimately our target is quality education and our better reach. That is the most important area of what you are choosing.
Absolutely. I mean, I said earlier also, and I always say this, that iScholar is the bridge between India and Bharat.
Right,
and that's what we need to do. हमको India और भारत की जो difference है, distance है, उसको कम करना है. And this is the best way to do it.
Yeah, thank you, Rana ji. Now I want you to interact with Vikram and Aarti Arora. They are our star partners. They have a center in Paschim Vihar in Delhi. They are doing phenomenally well. They joined during lockdown, but grew it well, and now they are taking a second learning center also. I just thought they can join.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
नमस्कार. नमस्कार. कैसे हैं आप?
बहुत बढ़िया.
Big hello to the dynamic couple. भाई आपके बारे में बहुत तारीफ हो रही है. क्या बात है?
Thank you so much, sir.
Sir, this is a motivation.
नहीं मोटिवेशन तो तब होगा जब हम फेस टू फेस मिलेंगे. जल्द मिलेंगे.
Yes. Soon. Hope to meet you soon, sir.
बिल्कुल. Absolutely. Looking forward to meeting everybody soon. And हम करेंगे अभी कुछ रीजनल प्रमोशंस भी करेंगे जिसमें टेरिटरी वाइज हम प्रमोट करेंगे. तो दैट टाइम वी विल गेट चांसेस टू इंटरेक्ट.
Waiting for you, sir. Yes.
कुछ महीने पहले कलकत्ते गए थे हम. Few months back we went to Calcutta and the response in Calcutta was also fantastic. People from all over the East Coast came and responded, met with us.
We missed that chance actually.
So the organization is growing very, very strongly. More than 100 partners across the country now, and wonderful people like you that are helping us grow the company. And many exciting things are in store. तो बस इसी तरह से जुड़े रहिए और इसी तरह से I think we all should collaborate and put our energies together to create something exceptional.
Yeah. Next, I want you to interact. This team you already met, Gujarat Master Franchisees, Sharad and Rushal.
Right.
Why I wanted that special mention is they are doing very well, and they've been able to sign up schools also and adding learning centers. And in a way, we are forced. I'm encouraging everyone to follow the Gujarat model, and I have no political connotation in saying that.
Good afternoon, Vivek ji. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Came Jo, Sharad bhai, came Jo, Rushal bhai.
Bas, fine.
How's everything going? Sab theek hai ghar pe?
Yes, everything is fine, sir.
Family is okay. Good to see your faces again after a while. हम लोगों को भी मिलके समय हो गया अब. But glad to hear that Gujarat is growing so strong. And thank you for being our leaders, our examples. And you know, आप उसमें pun intend करो नहीं करो, कर्नल साहब गुजरात मॉडल बोलते ही बात तो एक ही आती है. And I think अगर benefit है सब जगह है, तो you know we should be thankful to follow the Gujarat model, है ना? So thank you so much for setting the tone and the example.
Guidance of Colonel Nadella and you only, but definitely whatever efforts we are putting now, it has started giving us back the results. So we have some good tie-ups with the school. In our last webinar, we have introduced you with one of our new partner, school partner, Orange School Campus, Dhruv Patel. So, and there are near about 3 more schools which we are hoping that we will sign it very soon. So this now whatever efforts we have done in last 1 year, now it has started giving us results. So
I'm so happy.
We hope that we will able to bring up the name of I-30.
No, thank you so much. And we should do, like I said, you know, regionally we will do. So we will definitely attempt something. Gujarat's a very important market for us. So we'll definitely attempt something also region specific, Gujarat specific, to support and promote your efforts in Gujarat to grow the brand and the network.
Sure.
From the company side, our biggest vote of confidence on ability of our Gujarat team is that we launched our first local language programs in Gujarati.
Oh, fabulous.
Both JEE, NEET and foundation course we are offering in Gujarati medium. So the students studying in Gujarati medium can enroll with I-30 and learn from there.
Now you have to say Saras, Bau Saras.
Right.
Great news. Great news.
Okay. Then we have a couple of important announcements, and Vivek, I wanted you to be part of that, and
sure.
You need your encouragement also. And this is some big announcement. One is that I'm wearing a T-shirt. When my wife ticked me off, why are you not in a formal dress for this important session? I said, no, I'm wearing a National Defense Academy T-shirt, and
nice.
Wearing it to announce that we are launching a NDA entrance examination coaching, which all the partners also can launch in their centers.
Amazing.
Okay.
Then other important thing is we have a confidence in our product, and we have a say high percentage of conversion on people who try our product. Till now, we are inviting students to join one demo session and use an app, and then taking it to closure. Now the level of confidence in our product is such that now we are announcing for whole month of July, we would give a 2 weeks unlimited access to the student. That is, they can use the whole app. They can attend any number of live classes in this 2 weeks for all the programs, be it a foundation, 8, 9,
amazing,
JEE, NEET. And so for 2 weeks, almost 20 hours of live classes they will get. You attend our classes, see the teachers, gain confidence, and then if you like it, then join. So the specific offer we are building and sharing, but I think you will be a great person to talk about it and encourage the team.
I love both the announcements. I think the first aspect of being prepared for the NDA, that's a dream of so many people in small towns, and that is something amazing, because people are right now very confused. How do you approach something like this? When I was studying in Ajmer, in Mayo, at that time even I wanted to join the NDA. So every one of us has had that dream somewhere to be in a smart uniform. Very few people are lucky like Colonel Saab to, achieve that dream. So I think that is going to be fantastic. And Colonel Saab, we should do a very patriotic themed promotional activity around this, tying up with the defense organizations also, where they can be excited to use, the co-branding between my face and iScholar for this program. So let us do a tie-up on that level also, and let's create some promotion on this, because this will create extra revenues for all our partners. Even people who are not looking at IIT, JEE, etc. For them, these options are there, and this expands the revenue base for our partners. So I think it's a great idea. And as far as the free trial story is concerned, I think that's also exceptional, because it shows how much we believe in our content. It shows how we are so confident in our teaching skills, in our content, in our abilities. कि बच्चे आएंगे, देखेंगे, उनको समझ में आएगा कि यार this is the future, मुझे ये करना है. This is the future and I want to invest in this. That I think is a game changer.
To all participants, I want to say, you can any questions that you want to ask, or anything you want to hear from Vivek ji, post it in the comment section. My team will share it and then we'll take it up.
Sir, can I ask, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Vivek sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pawan ji. कैसे हैं आप?
मैं ठीक हूँ सर. मेरा तो आज दिन बन गया सर. I feel really very proud to talk with you. और सर, मैंने आपका 24 का जो विवेक बिंद्रा सर के साथ प्रोग्राम था वो भी सुना था सर. उसमें आपने जो बताया था कि जो एक स्कीम, जो फाइनेंस स्कीम फॉर द फी रिलेटेड मैटर्स, सर वो स्कूल लेवल पर भी अगर हो तो सर बच्चों के लिए बहुत बेनिफिशियरी रहेगा.
बिल्कुल है, स्कूल लेवल पे भी अवेलेबल है. और अपने जितने भी iScholar के प्रोग्राम्स है, ऑल कम प्री फाइनेंस, जिसमें हम पूरे लॉट की फाइनेंसिंग कर रहे हैं. किसी से प्री अप्रूवल की भी जरूरत नहीं पड़ रही है. एज लॉन्ग एज आपके पास क्रिटिकल मास है, एज लॉन्ग एज आपके पास नंबर ऑफ केसेस बहुत कम नहीं, लार्जर साइज के हैं, जैसे 50-100 केसेस प्लस हैं, तो उसमें तो वो मैं पूरा प्री अप्रूवल करा दूंगा ऑन स्पेशल बेसिस फॉर iScholar. तो iScholar और बड़ा बिजनेस दोनों के साथ हमने ऐसे टाइप किया हुआ है कि जितने उनके कोर्सेज हैं, iScholar एंड बड़ा बिजनेस, सभी के कोर्सेज को तो हम ऑलरेडी ये फाइनेंस करा रहे हैं, 100% फाइनेंसिंग करा रहे हैं. और जो स्कूल्स भी हैं उनके साथ भी हम काम कर रहे हैं. स्कूल्स के साथ अलग अलग टाइप के फॉर्मूलाज हैं, बट उसके साथ भी वी कैन डेफिनेटली वर्क ऑन समथिंग.
सर, इसका अगर अच्छे से वो हो जाए ना, सर्कुलेशन इंफॉर्मेशन का, तो बच्चों के लिए बाकी सर ये गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी.
आज तो 7,500 स्कूल, कॉलेज और यूनिवर्सिटीज में हम ऑलरेडी पहुंच चुके हैं महज 2.5 साल. जब मैंने ये काम, कर्नल साहब, यू रिमेम्बर, जब हमने ये शुरू किया था तब आई थिंक 14 या 15 स्कूल थे फाइनेंस फेयर की बुक में. तो आज 7,500 हमारे स्कूल, कॉलेज, यूनिवर्सिटीज खुल गए हैं, जिनके साथ हम एसोसिएट कर रहे हैं और इंटरनेशनल भी जा रहे हैं. तो देसी बच्चों को भी अपने इंडियन रुपीज में ही उनको इजी लोन्स मिलेंगे. डॉलर का उनके पेरेंट्स को वजन नहीं बेयर करना पड़ेगा.
ग्रेट सर, ग्रेट सर.
Rahil ji is wanting to add something because we have a Gujarati content, and also I think his partner has joined the meeting. You want him also to say hi.
अरे वाह, हाँ राहुल जी बोलिए.
यस राहुल जी म्यूट पे है, अनम्यूट करके
अभी आप म्यूट पे हो, अभी भी म्यूट पे हो, अभी भी म्यूट पे हो राहुल जी.
हाँ अभी.
हाँ जी, गुड आफ्टरनून सर.
कैसे हैं आप राहुल जी?
बस फाइन सर. हमारा इंटरेक्शन बाकी रह गया था, इसलिए मैंने सर को बताया कि मुझे अधूरा छोड़कर कहाँ ले जा रहे हो आगे.
सब ठीक चल रहा है?
बस एग्जैक्टली सर, बस फाइन सर, बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है. और लास्ट ईयर जो मैंने अपने इंटरेक्शन हुआ था होटल प्राइड, अपने होटल में, आज ऐसा लग रहा है कि आई एम ज्वाइनिंग विद IIT. आई विल फील वेरी प्राउड. ऐसा लग रहा है कि मैं वाकई में बहुत यानी कि सही डायरेक्शन में जा रहा हूँ. बिल्कुल. और सबसे बड़ी बात कि आपका जो कमिटमेंट था सर कि जो गुजराती मीडियम नेक्स्ट ईयर स्टार्ट करेंगे, और वाकई में वो कमिटमेंट आपने पूरा कर दिया.
राहुल जी फिर से कहिए, आपकी आवाज गई बीच में.
हाँ, वो एग्जैक्टली लास्ट ईयर सर आपने कमिटमेंट किया था कि अपने जो है गुजराती मीडियम स्टार्ट करेंगे, लेकिन आपने वाकई में वो अपना कमिटमेंट पूरा कर लिया सर, कि अपना गुजराती मीडियम इस साल से स्टार्ट हो चुका है.
नहीं नहीं, ये तो ऊपर वाले की कृपा है और सबकी मेहनत है पूरी टीम की. आई एम सो हैप्पी कि गुजरात इज डूइंग सो वेल.
दूसरा कमिटमेंट बाकी है हिम्मतनगर में आपका आने का सर. वो कमिटमेंट भी पूरा करना है सर आपको. ओके, थैंक यू सर. आपसे बातचीत होकर बहुत खुशी हुई सर.
Okay, some of them have.
Hanji, sorry, I think it got disconnected.
Right. No, some of the partners have given a request that some promotional videos will be helpful. Some are already made and shared, and then as the things improve, we are working on creating.
Yeah, we can do it, Colonel Saab. We can definitely support them in every way, and even make some region-specific videos also that help them target their exact target customers also.
Right. Now that we launched a Gujarati medium, say maybe in a Gujarati small message, which they can use to promote, and two, this new program which we launched, the NDA entrance examination, and then the offer where for 2 weeks, I mean, use it, and then if you like it, then join kind of thing. We'll work on the script and other things, and we'll request for your help.
Ekdam chokas.
Yeah. Anyone else has anything?
Done. We will do it.
थैंक यू सर. आपसे इंटरेक्शन करके बहुत खुशी हुई सर.
Thank you.
I think. Thank you very much, Vivek ji. Though we could see you were busy, you were traveling, but you took out time.
Thank you.
First while sitting in the flight, and now immediately after getting out. And we are grateful for this support.
No, I'm sorry that ये सब confusion हुआ, वरना I would have liked to be in much better network. थोड़ी सी network जा रही है, आ रही है. But I'm so happy कि फिर भी हम मिल पाए in the world of technology, in the age of technology. My best wishes to the entire team, और हम साथ में मिलके बहुत कुछ करेंगे.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Jai
sir.
Hind.
Everybody, Jai Hind. Thank you very much for joining. Please connect with our team to help you and support you and take this forward.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.